how do I start this? How do I really, truly start this?
And that is how my first year on YouTube started. In that third floor office space with that really cool background. But that's not how I wanted my YouTube channel to be. This is a compilation of short pieces of all the videos that I liked over the past year that I've done on YouTube. Starting with the third video that I shot in the field, and closer to the intent of what I wanted my channel to be. Stay tuned until the end, and there's a special surprise at the end. Gotta stay tuned all the way to the end, though, for that surprise.
Good morning. It's the morning of the first full day that we're going to be in Olympic National Park. Shelly's back with me. Cabin this morning.
Yeah, for my first in the field video, the audio quality was not anywhere close to what I knew it needed to be. So my first investment would be in a nice lavalier mic that plugs into an external recorder, as well as the Osmo Pocket, which came out shortly after I did this first trip, because shooting on my cell phone just wasn't cutting it for what I wanted to produce. It does work, and I would highly recommend that if you want to start a channel, start with your phone. It's a camera that you've got. It works well. Most phones work a lot better than the iPhone 6 Plus did at the time.
Here we are at a undisclosed location somewhere in the desert Southwest. Not going to tell you exactly where we're at, but we're here during the high season, which is crazy. Yeah, I like winter here better.
Our second video series for YouTube, shot specifically with the intent of showing the photographs and the video on YouTube, was photographing Arizona, which got a lot closer to what I had originally intended with my channel, but I wasn't quite there yet.
Frickin' gorgeous. Wow. Oh my goodness. And there's nobody here. Okay. Here we are at Sunset Crater National Monument. This is the first composition that I'm going to do. I'm shooting at this tree right here. Took some exposures to focus stack, and then I've got one for the sky because I want the sky to look a little bit more ominous, because if you can't tell, it's snowing. 50 degrees and it's snowing. So this one should turn out pretty cool. We're going to walk around on the trail here, on the lava trail, and see what else we can find compositionally wise. Compositionally wise?
Then we journeyed to the island of Kauai, a photographer's dream. This happened late in 2019.
Here we are at Kilauea Lighthouse on Kauai. I just finished taking exposure 1 minute at f4 at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Kind of cool. Here we are on the Waikoa Loop Trail on the north shore of Kauai. I'm shooting a mahogany grove. They're perfectly lined up. There's some really cool light coming in here. This trail should take, about an hour to walk. And it's got tons of photographic opportunities that I've already seen. And I'm still waiting for the velociraptor to show up though, or a chicken that's de-evolved into a velociraptor. This one's really cool. Shot this at f14 and about a sixth of a second.
And finally, as the world changed for everyone, we stayed closer to home with Photographing Missouri Season 1.
Here we are at Trace Deadman Memorial Woods in somewhere in Missouri. I'm not going to say exactly where because you can figure that out on Google. We found this really cool fungus. I can't really call it a mushroom because it's multiple funguses at the base of one of these oak trees that's, well, this one's probably not. Well, this might be 100 years old. It's pretty tall. But it's a pretty cool little forest that we've got not too far away from Kansas City where we're at, because we're going to be shooting local for a while because of what's going on in the world. And hopefully you can find some more cool things back here. So this one, it's 3 bracketed shots. And I'll put the information up next to the photograph. Here we are in the Ozark National Scenic Riverway at Alley, Spring, and Mill, and it's roughly noon, probably typically the wrong time of day, but I found an interesting foreground with some interesting light on it, and we're just scouting, but I'm taking this shot anyway. We're probably going to come back here for this afternoon's shoot and do some more stuff when the light's a little less harsh on the water that you can hear running behind us. This is just a gorgeous old mill what I did is I framed up a gnarly old oak tree here. Its root system is just clinging to the bank. That's on the right-hand side of the frame, and then you've got the actual gate for the mill where the water's just rushing through, and then the red mill off on the side. What an awesome location. Good morning. At least for me, it's morning. This is our last day here at the campsite at Echo Bluff State Park. And sadly enough, yesterday afternoon was our only day to scout. And we found some compositions. I found a lot of things that I think will work really well in the fall. So I'm going to try to see if I can plan a fall trip to come back down here. It's a really gorgeous area. There's lots of photographic compositions. I just feel that a lot of them would work better with fall colors on the trees. This morning, the first composition that I found so far, and I know there's another one that I want still, so we're gonna have to move a little bit quicker than I'm doing right now, is this little cascade here right in front of the main bluff, the bluff that's called Echo. So what I did here is I framed up the composition so that we have a leading line made by the cascade going back to the bluff. And then I threw on my circular polarizer and 6-stop ND filter. The polarizer, I tweaked it just enough so that there's not so much glare off of a few of the rocks here in the foreground, but there's still a reflection back there closer to the bluff. I think it's pretty cool. It's about a 10-second exposure, which got me the silkiness that I wanted in the cascades here, but also helped smooth out that background a little bit more and give me a little sharper reflection. The light is finally getting up over the hills to the east, and there's a ton of low-level cloud, almost like a high-level fog through the area this morning, so it's starting to burn that off. And I see another composition that I can shoot right here maybe. So let's see what else we can find this morning. What a gorgeous morning. We're back up here at Los Bluffs National Wildlife Refuge, set up underneath the first eagle that we found. There were two in this tree when we pulled up, an adult, which I photographed here, and also a juvenile who took off after some snow geese that came up from the south here. This gorgeous bird has just been sitting here, so I think we're probably going to move on. But here's the photograph that I got out of this eagle.
Thank you for watching. If you are a subscriber, I very much appreciate it. If you've ever liked or commented on any of my videos, thank you. It means a lot. That little bit of support goes a long way in helping me feel motivated and inspired to produce more content. If you have not seen most of my video series, please go back and watch them. I have playlists in the description below. They're also linked in the card above. Once again, I would like to thank you all for watching, putting up with my antics for the past year, and supporting my channel. To everyone, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and a great 2021.